Okay, so I'm going to go through my large eyeshadow palettes here. There may not be a whole lot of progress here. Should go pretty quickly, but one of my favorite things to use are large eyeshadow palettes. So I don't know how much of these I'm actually going to get rid of, but we'll see. So how I have everything stored in my collection is I've got my least commonly used ones here in this box that sits in a drawer because these are ones that have like the brighter colors. And all of my neutral eyeshadow palettes are in this acrylic letter holder that sits on the actual desk. So I grab these pretty frequently. So we're gonna go through this first. Okay, so this is the Hard Candy Smoky Eyes palette, and Hard Candy, I don't know if they still have these or not, but a couple years ago they did a collection of these tins, and this is the smoky one. I came with an eyeshadow primer up here, which is with my primer collection, so that's why it's not in here. But these are all really pretty colors. I know that I don't really need this because I have another smoky palette that I think has all of these colors. But I want to keep the tin is the thing. Like, I want to keep this for storage purposes. So I might end up doing like a palette pan of this. But I'm going to hold on to this for right now until I decide. Okay, so the next palette is by BH Cosmetics, and this is the BH Party Girl After Hours palette. So this one's got a bunch of really bright colors in it. I want to keep this because I really like all of the colors in it, and I don't think I'm going to have these colors in a lot of other palettes, so I'm going to keep that for, I just sometimes use bright colors like that, so I'm going to keep that for that reason. So next one is the BH Cosmetics Galaxy Chic palette. This one I'm definitely going to keep because just how pretty all of this is, but I do need to make more of an effort to actually use these. But I'm just like obsessed with the way that this is shaped, and I kind of want their new one that has all of the zodiacs on it, but I know I'm not going to use it very often, so I'm going to be happy with this one. Okay, so this is the palette I know for sure I'm going to keep because it is discontinued. This is the Urban Decay Smoked palette, and it has so many nice jewel colors here. This jewel green color, this blue one, all of these are just really nice, and I know I do need to use this up more, but since it is discontinued, I'm definitely going to be holding on to that one. Okay, so here is the Too Faced Love palette. So this is where things become kind of iffy in terms of shopping habits, because I bought this from one of Ipsy's special deal things, because this had just come out, and they were doing get this for $50, which is what it was retailing for anyway, and then it came with a full size of their shadow insurance, so I jumped on that. I've not used this palette once. It's way too bright, it's way too shimmery, and I just know that I'm not going to get as much use out of this as I could justify spending that much money on it, and it's not something that I'm like, oh, it's so pretty, I want to keep it. So this one I'm definitely going to pass along. I am, however, going to take the eyeliner out of it, and I'm going to keep that. Okay, so this is the Urban Decay Electric palette. This one I'm also going to keep because it was a gift for a long time ago, and it's also discontinued now, so I'm going to keep that one, even though I know I don't use these colors very much, but it's kind of a collector's item to me, so. And this is another one that I'm going to keep. This is the Urban Decay Smoky palette, and this one is just really, really nice. Naked Smoky, that's what it's called. But this is just a really nice smoky palette, and I'm pretty sure that I'm pretty sure that I've got some of these colors in the Hard Candy here, which is why I'm kind of iffy about keeping this, but like I said, I want the tin, so I'm going to hold on to it right now, and it might go away in the future. But definitely going to keep this one. Okay, and this is by Kat Von D, and this is the Crystallis palette. This one, again, I know I'm going to keep. This is one of the ones that I was like really watching for a while, and I snagged it when it went on sale. But it's got a lot of really pretty like purple colors here, and these blue colors are just amazing. And I really like the quality of this, so this is one that I'm going to try and use more, but I'm definitely going to be keeping that one. Same for this one. This is the Kat Von D Interstellar palette. And this is a lot of more neutral-ish type colors. Again, nice purples and pinks that I wear a lot. And then I really like this color in the center here, so I'm going to hold on to that one too. But I think I'm going to move these. I think I'm going to move these two out onto the front of the desk so I see them more and I use them more. So this is the Coastal Scents Revealed Smoky palette. And this I got in a BoxyCharm. All of my Coastal Scents palettes came in a BoxyCharm, and I just don't like the color selection in here very much. It's supposed to be a dupe for the Naked Smoky, and it does. So it does dupe it in a couple of shades, but I feel like I like the colors in the Smoky, or in the Urban Decay Smoky, a lot better than the smoked here, than the revealed. A lot better than the revealed Smoky. So even though this one has more colors in it, has more color options, I don't like the extra colors, and I don't like this one enough to justify having two almost identical Smoky palettes, so I'm getting rid of that one. So these are my everyday neutral shadows. This one I'm pulling out ahead of time because I just got it. I know I'm going to keep it. It's by Estee Lauder Pure Color Envy Sculpting Eyeshadows. So it's just this really nice neutral color. Keeping this one because it's brand new. So the first thing I'm going to pull out is one that I know for sure that I'm keeping because it's one of my favorite palettes. This is the Laura Mercier Eye Artists palette, and it's got a lot of purple and pink tones in there, which are what I wear constantly. So I'm definitely going to hold on to this, and it was a gift too anyway besides, so keeping that one. The next one is the L'Oreal Le Palette Nude 2. This is another one that has a lot of purples in it. And when I look at these, next to each other, they look very similar. I wouldn't go so far as to call this one a cheap dupe for the Laura Mercier one, but they look very similar, and I can't decide if they're similar enough that I can justify keeping both of these. But I do really like this one, so I'm going to hold on to it for now, and then I think I'm going to see if I can do dupe colors and things like that when I take some time to get more into this one, but for right now I'm going to hold on to it. Okay, so this is the IT Cosmetics Naturally Pretty palette. This is another one I'm gonna, hold on to. Like I said, it's gonna be hard for me to get rid of a lot of my palettes, but this one, it's got a lot of warm tones, so if I want to do a warm look, this is the palette I usually grab. So I'm gonna hold on to that one for right now. This one I know that I'm going to keep because I used this almost exclusively for several months while a lot of my makeup was packed up while I was in the process of moving. So this is the Makeup Revolution Redemption Eyeshadow Palette Iconic 1, and this is supposed to be a dupe for the Naked palette. I don't have any Urban Decay Naked palettes beyond the Naked Smoky, but this, just looking at it, looks pretty similar. It's got some golds and it's got some nicer colors to it, so I'm definitely holding on to this one because I use it constantly. So this one's the Coastal Scents Revealed palette. This is the first one, and again it's supposed to be a dupe for the Urban Decay Naked palette. And this one, I got this in a BoxyCharm and I was really excited about it, but I just don't like these shades. They're very warm, and I don't wear enough warm looks to justify keeping this one. Again, I'm not excited about it. When I look at it, I don't get excited to have it, so I'm going to pass that one along as well. The same goes for this one because this is the 2, which is supposed to be a dupe for the Naked 2. And this one's just got a lot of bright pink colors in it, like burgundy, purples, pinks, things like that. And I'm not interested in this one either, so that one's going to go. Okay, this is by The Balm, and this is the Nude Tude palette. This one I've been thinking about a while, and I think I'm going to go ahead and get rid of it because I do like it. It is very, it does have a lot of good shades in it, but I don't grab for it very often, and if I'm doing a neutral color, and if I'm doing a neutral look, I usually grab for like this instead. So that one kind of pains me a bit, but if I ever miss it, The Balm goes on Hot Look all the time, so. Okay, and then this one is the Coastal Scents Revealed 3D palette. So this is supposed to be a dupe for the Naked 3. And it's got a lot of like these warm pink tones that I'm just not going to wear, so I'm going to pass that one along as well. And this one I'm just going to go through really quick because this one is a Z palette, and I've got all of these here are from they're by Tarina Tarantino, and they came out of this jewelry box that I got that came with all of these shadows in it, so I just depotted all of those and stuck them in here. This is a City Color Be Matte Blush, and I believe this is in the shade Melons. This is a very warm toned, and this is just a peach toned blush. This one is by Ofra, I believe, and this is a kind of a banana color, so I use it to set my under eye. And then these three here came out of an e.l.f. palette, and it was like an e.l.f. total face palette. It had a bunch of eyeshadows and a bunch of blushes and then some potted lipsticks, so I just depotted those to try and use them more. But this little one here does not like to stick where it's supposed to, and shattered. So, and I never grab for these. I know I'm going to keep this. I think I'm going to depot, or I think I'm just going to pull these out and toss them, especially since one of them is shattered, because I just never ever use them. I don't know that anyone's going to want to use that one, but. Alright, so I'm going to go through these shadows really quick. This one I know I use. A black, it's always good to have a matte black around. Okay, so this one I think I'm going to get rid of because it's that pewtery color that I said in my my other eyeshadows that I don't use very much, so I'm going to get rid of that one. This one I'm going to keep because this is pretty orange color. I'm going to keep this burgundy color. I'm going to pass on this brown because it's very shimmery. Like there's a lot of shimmer in that, and if I wanted brown like that, I kind of want it to be more matte, So I'm going to keep this one here as a good crease color. This one I've got a good dip in, so I'm going to keep that. That's just a shimmery pink color. This is a good gray tone color. I'm going to keep that one. This is a really pretty copper color that I'm going to keep. I really like purple that I've used a lot. This is a yellow color that I'm never ever going to use, so I'm going to get rid of this one. And then this is just a white color. Keep this one here is a good neutral lid color. I'm going to keep that one. I'm going to keep this purple, and I'm going to keep this darker purple here because those three look really good together. So 3 out of that. Okay, so from here is what I'm keeping. And then from here out is what I'm getting rid of. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 large palettes, and then some smaller stuff here. Not terribly successful, but like I said, you know, this is kind of like one of my weaknesses. So I didn't expect to make much progress on here, but what can you do?